guys, welcome back. I am Elizabeth Grandell, and dun dun dun, this drink that I posted on Instagram and got so many questions, all the same this week, and that is, does it taste good or how does it taste? Worried about the taste. So I love you guys, and this is why I'm gonna be hard on you today. What the fuck do you care if it tastes good or not? If you're sick and you're laying in bed or you feel like crap, if I'm telling you if you drink this, if it tastes like shit or not, you will get better. Who cares? Okay, I'm just pointing out the mindset that might need to be tweaked if you are concerned about taste when it comes to your food. Now, we all like food that tastes good, don't get me wrong. But what I'm talking about is if something is going to heal you or make your body function better, make your brain function better, whatever it may be, we have to have our priorities straight when it comes to that. So who cares how it tastes if it's going to get you your life back? So pretty much I can drink anything as long as I know it's going to, if I know that it's going to help me, I will be able to change my mindset to a way that I can consume damn near anything. I mean, some of the stuff I've consumed has been pretty nasty. I will say that. But at the same time, I will tell you this, that this is actually not bad. It's not chock full of sugar. It's not what you would get if you went to Tropical Smoothie or one of those bigger places that give you the smoothie with like one leaf of lettuce or spinach and then the rest pineapple and banana or ice cream. Yeah, they put sherbet in their smoothies, a Tropical Smoothie, I believe it is that one. Anyways, this is much, much different. This is not something you're drinking to enjoy. This is not something you're drinking to get your sugar rush. You're actually, your biggest goal is to avoid as much sugar as you can in this because, well, we're all overwhelmed with it as we all know, based on your question, well, if it tastes good or not. They are sweet. There's coconut milk in there, which is sweet, and there's carrots and apples in there that are sweet. You can put other things in there, other fruits in there, but you want to be careful of the sugar, so stay away from the really sugary ones like pineapple and banana. Those ones have the highest amounts of sugar. The ones that don't have as much sugar would be the berries, so blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries. Those have the least amount of sugar, so those you can add in there. The way it works is your palate, your taste buds, they are, how could I say? They're almost brainwashed at this point. What happens is when we consume a large amounts of sugar, especially for long periods of time, which is almost everybody in this world. Don't tell me you don't have a sweet tooth and you don't eat a lot of sugar, because if you're eating out or if you're eating packaged foods, you are addicted to sugar. Sorry to tell you that. They put so much in there that they are making sure you have an addiction to their products. So keep that in mind, okay? So a lot of people will think, oh, I don't have a sweet tooth, I don't like desserts, this and that. But yes, we are talking about you too. If you are accustomed to eating a standard modern American diet, or not even American really, because I've lived other places in this world and it's the same shit show when it comes to what's on the shelves, they're chock full of chemicals and sugar. And they do that so that it can last longer and that you will become addicted to it and buy more. So it's basically, we're taking our nutritional advice from people trying to make money off of us, and that's leading us to be sick. So we're gonna stop doing that, right? So you're gonna try one of these smoothies, right? Do what you can. If you can't stomach the full-on hardcore smoothie just yet, do what you can, and at least make it a little bit sweeter, but at least there's no added sugar in it. Make it at home so you know you're not adding extra sugar, and throw a few of those higher sugar fruits in there just in the beginning, and then you should be able to slowly reduce the amount of sweet stuff in your smoothie. A, and B, your like I was saying, your taste buds, your palate will change. So it takes around 3 days or 4 days to get it out of your system and get your palate kind of refreshed, reset, to be able to taste the natural sugars again, because you've been giving it such high amounts of sugar for so long, it can't taste the natural sugars in a yummy apple or pear or whatever. So we reduce that, we get rid of all those sugars, and then everything starts to taste yummy again. It's amazing, and I'm so excited for you to try it. So give it a shot. 4 days, no sugar. Try smoothie every day for breakfast if you can, or every other day. Do what you can, just start somewhere. Just start somewhere. I'm here to tell you, you gotta make radical change, okay? So don't worry about how it tastes. If you are in enough pain, and if you are depressed enough, if you have enough anxiety, if you have enough low energy, like I said, pain, I'm pretty sure I said pain. That was a big one for me, pain, pain, pain. If you have enough of that, it's not going to be a big deal. You'll be able to manage your new lifestyle pretty easily, because once you start to feel better, which by the way, it'll start to happen right away, it'll taste even better. Okay, so that's enough of my rant about changing your mindset when it comes to what you're putting in your mouth. It doesn't have to be chock full of sugar. It doesn't have to taste, you know, the best thing you've ever had. And in fact, some of the stuff that we eat should not taste good. Things that are bitter are what stimulate your liver. And our liver is one of the most important things we need to keep clean and working healthy in our body, so that it can clean out these other things and keep our body working properly. If you want more information about all of that, look at I think it's the last episode of Ask, but it tells you all about how the liver works and why you should care. Green smoothies. They can have any greens that you want or that you can tolerate. Some people can't tolerate all of them, like for example, cruciferous vegetables or things that have a lot of sulfur. Sometimes a lot of people with autoimmune diseases might have trouble with nightshades. Not all the time, so don't just take that as a blanket statement that if you have these things, you should avoid them. If you've noticed problems like gurgling, like diarrhea, like nausea, like just any kind of negative change, then it might be coming from what you're eating, you know, that you have an intolerance to whatever vegetable you put into your smoothie, so switch that out. I can't do spinach. So ironically, baby spinach is like one of the most easiest to consume because it's everywhere, it's easy, and it doesn't have a strong taste. So start with that green if you are new to making green smoothies. But you want to fill your blend. So if this was my blender, you want to fill your blender all the way up with your greens, and add a little bit of water, blend it down thoroughly, because there's nothing worse than chomping down on some whole leaf spinach in your smoothie. If you have a good smooth blender, like I have a Vitamix, that's not going to be as much of a problem. But if you have like a standard blender, you're going to want to make sure you get all of that pureed, otherwise chunky is not good. So once you have all your greens in there, your water, you blend it down. Okay, so now you've got the greens at the bottom. Now you can add in the sweeter stuff, your carrots, your whatever else you're putting in there, and more water if you need to, and then blend it down again. Now, starting out to make it sweeter, here's some tricks for making it a little bit sweeter. You can add a couple of dates, take the seeds out, throw some dates in there. Dates are super sweet, and if you didn't watch my Trader Joe's grocery haul, then you wouldn't know that those are my candies. Those are actually what I eat when I have a sweet tooth. So you can throw 1 or 2 of those in your blender with your smoothie to make it a little sweeter in the beginning, or you can do some stevia. So I like the liquid drops from Trader Joe's. They don't have that funny aftertaste like a lot of those stevias do. You can put 1 dropper full into your blender and blend it up, and it will make everything a little bit sweeter too. Adding a little bit of lime juice or lemon juice will kind of give it a more tropical flavor to it. So that is where I want you to start. Now, once you get a little bit more advanced and you've got this, you know, solid, you're good, you can start to worry about adding things into your smoothie that will help balance your hormones, like some seeds, or some things that will help you with just further nutrition or detoxing and stuff like that. And I will teach you all about that in a later video. But for now, just get started drinking your green smoothie every single morning. It will change your life, I promise. Just start doing it. And like I said, if you're having a problem with any of the ingredients in your smoothie, change them out. See what works for you. Eat each vegetable on its own, and see how your stomach reacts if you're having a problem. And that's a good way to weed out, because when you're putting multiple things in there, you don't know what's triggering you, so you'll have to weed that out if that's a problem for you. I like to put my smoothie inside of a mason jar because, well, it's glass, so it's not plastic. And how easy is this that I can take it with me wherever I want, and then I can just consume it and put the lid back on if I don't finish it, or just to prevent it from spilling all over the place. It's got a nice little, so mason jars are my favorite. I love them. I use them for food storage, for drinking water out of it, drinking my smoothie out of it, whatever. These are my go-tos. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's any other tips I can give you with smoothies. Oh, I know. So you could add a little bonus. Instead of adding water, you can add a different liquid. So just make sure the liquid doesn't have a lot of sugar, but you can add coconut milk, which is a great healthy fat, should have healthy fats in it. So like I said, the seeds or the coconut milk, avocado is a great one. Just focus on trying to eat a rainbow every single day. And if it's in your smoothie, even better, because the reason why this is so good for us, especially when we're healing, is most of us are going to have problems with our gut because we've been eating these diets full of chemicals and pesticides and all that stuff. So most of us have problems with our gut, which means we don't break down and absorb our food as we should be. So when you're consuming it in this form, well, now the blender has done all the masticating for you. It's done all the chewing for you and breaking down those cell walls. So now once it goes into your digestive system, it doesn't have as much work to do. And so now those juices can just get to work breaking what's left of this down into its most basic building blocks of vitamins, minerals, fats, proteins, all that stuff, breaks it down and makes it easily absorbed by your body. So that is why the right smoothie, the right kind of smoothie can actually be life-changing and change your entire health, because we all know that the gut is the source of all health, right? Or a disease, however you want to look at it. So make sure you're getting your greens in. It will save your life.